known for adding a little Western twist to boring old Russia. After my vast journey across Europe, I realized that Russia kind of sucked. So to fix this cultural disaster, I got those ideas and brought them back to Russia and implemented them in many different ways. I guess you could say I lassoed those ideas and herded them to Russia.
Hello, I'm Melissa Flores, and I am the head analysizer of Peter the Great, or as most historians like to call him, Western Pete. Peter the Great was known for bringing European ideas over to Russia. With the Grand Embassy, a group of 250 people, he went under incognito to Western countries, where he went to schools, factories, and whatever he observed, he implemented back in Russia.
Now I know y'all people watching out there want to hear about how bootlicking, spurs hitting, boot scooting my life was. But if you hold your horses long enough, I might just tell y'all city slickers. As a handsome, rugged, superhero cowboy, I found my superpower when I was going around Europe on my trusty steed. I was so head over heels for Westernization, I felt like a catfish popping in a frying pan. That's when I discovered that I had a superpower for reforming. I could feel it in my veins like a nice bottle of liquor after a long day herding in cattle. My weapon is a golden lasso, and if you're wondering, Wonder Woman stole it from me, and I use that to rope in those good Western ideals.
Peter the Great was known to make many reforms to Russian society, which most people argue made Russia one of the most strongest world powers at the time.
I bet you're wondering what kind of boot-rattling reforms I made to my old coronavirus Russia. Don't tell her I said that, though. Without the help of the Senate, my sidekick, I was able to make cultural, economic, and military reforms to my headquarters in St. Petersburg, Russia. I used my superpower of reforming to spark a fire under Russia's behind in order to create a modern society.
My intern just informed me of new information. With the help of the Senate, Peter the Great's reforms were able to be passed. Some of these reforms were economic, military, and culturally focused. He emphasized education and navigation skill to build a powerful military and navy. In 1701, School of Navigation and Math was established in Moscow. In 1707, the School of Medicine was founded and was followed by the School of Engineering in 1712. Obviously, he was really trying to make his people smart. In addition to his military reforms, he encouraged Western values onto society. Beards were being shaved off, European clothes were encouraged, and Peter the Great expected for the nobility to conduct European-styled social gatherings like tea parties. He also wanted to enforce economic reforms based off of the Western economy that he observed. This included shaping Russian economy around mercantilism. After his success with widening Russia's power through gaining St. Petersburg, which became Russia's capital, the Senate even retitled him emperor instead of Tsar of all Russians.
Whoa, easy there, girl. Easy, 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 easy. The bad thing is that I didn't think about how expensive some of this stuff could be. Which created a problem. Because, that's a lot of money. I squatted on my spurs, and I didn't think about the problems that would come with it. My other weakness, on top of forgetting that what kind of city folk reforms like that cost, is that like any other cowboy, I'm a sucker for my liquor.
Oh my goodness. It says here, it is known that he would drink a lot and had a temper. Western Pete was so drunk with the idea of westernizing Russia, he failed to consider that would lead to the increased tax burden for the lower class and resulted in hefty taxes that created a widening gap between the different classes. Oh my god.
Some people around here spreading rumors about me that because of my drinking, I have anger issues. But I have one thing to say to them. You know what? I bet you was damn sweet and spreading all those rumors about me. What are you looking at? Wait, I'm the star here. Oh, look here. It's goddamn Sweden. This is why I stole the Baltic from you. Oh.
After the Northern War, he was able to obtain access to the Baltic Sea by gaining St. Petersburg, from which was a long-time obsession for Peter the Great.
Have a seat. Now all you city slickers know that old Western Pete had a keen eye for westernization and fashion. But all of that westernization to my headquarters, St. Petersburg, wouldn't have been done without the help of the Senate.
Recently, my workers have obtained this artwork of Peter the Great, aka Western Pete, from the late 17th century. As you can see here, many people pictured him and portrayed him for his love of Western culture and his mission to kick out old Russia and implement new Russia.
Excuse me, ma'am, what's that little thing coming out of his pocket?
We don't talk about that.
Oh, okay. And no matter what dumb Sweden says, I do not have a drinking issue. I'm a normal cowboy. He likes whiskey and bourbon and sometimes wine when I'm having a bad day out in the farm.
Thank you for joining me today on today's episode of discussing the most intriguing historical figure, Peter the Great, aka Western Pete.
After my journey, oh shit, I stepped in poop. Expensive this stuff could be. So I ended up raising my people's taxes.
Peter the Great was known to make many reforms to Russian society, which some argue so much. Why'd you drink so much?